Alrighty, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to talk about a pretty much like a screen I think a lot of people forget about and kind of don't pay too much attention to, but it is something that you want to proactively check a lot and just make sure everything's good and also make a couple of tweaks to it. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the, if you go into your clan tab right over here and you go to your Fiefs tab, this is kind of once you actually, have a kingdom, you own some fiefs, or if you're a vassal and you own fiefs, this is also for you. Right? So here's a couple like pointers I want to give. Whenever you own something, it's always good to get a governor, but also you have to make sure the governor actually does something. So for example, this right here, this is my brother. He's like the best governor there is right now, right? So if you go down to your fiefs, go to governor, you can always change them, but you can see what they all have and what they all bring to the table. So these are all of your companions and also your family members that you can choose from. You could also choose no governor as well. But let's choose no governor real quick. Yes, now let's put him back in there. And as you can see, he has so many different perks for, you know what I mean, town. So very good. Very, very good. And you always want to put him in there. So let's do that. We got a governor. Okay. Everything's going plus. As you can see, very, very good. And what you want to do is you always want to have as many governors as you can. Sometimes if you have too many parties, say for example in your let's go over here to your parties. Let's say if you had all your parties filled and you didn't have enough companions or family members, then the governor is kind of like a thing that, yeah, you can kind of pass by sometimes. But if you can't afford to put a governor in a town, please do it. It will help you. Also make sure, some pointers real quick. Whenever you do put a governor in, some things you want to look out for is the culture of the person that you're putting in. If you put, for example, if you're in a Battanian town, as you can see right here, you kind of want a Battanian companion. You'll find a companion that's around the Battanian area, because if they're Battanian, they're gonna be more accepted, and they're not gonna have as many negatives associated with them. So keep cultures together, and therefore you'll have less defects. Also, what you want to check when you're in this screen is check your loyalty. As you can see right over here. Loyalty is pretty good for most places. Not pretty good, but it's okay. It's kind of, I've been through a lot of wars, so this tends to go up and down. But as you can see, this one place right over here, my loyalty dipped severely down, as you can see. And when it does dip this far down, and if it does go below 20, you're going to see like a little warning sign. You don't see it now because it's above 20. But below, you're going to see a little warning sign saying risk of rebellion. So you always want to check here, and if it goes into the negative, you want to try your best to correct some of these faults. Some things you can't correct, some things you can. Like as you can see, owner's culture. I'm a different culture, but I'm the owner, so it kind of it is what it is. But you can obviously you can obviously pass policies and stuff and also elect better governors to help out with your loyalty, and also you can improve your security, which my security is pretty well, so therefore. You can see that the security is adding almost +1 to the loyalty. Also, if you have, for example, let's say you have a party, right? And you know how you get a message on your screen sometimes when you're playing where it's like, this party was captured, and then a little bit later on you'll see another thing that says, this companion has escaped. And now once the companion escapes, usually they will go to the nearest town. Now, when they go to the nearest town, sometimes you might forget about the companion. Sometimes they might just be there for a long time until you go there. One thing that you can do, you could either send him to be a governor, but if you don't want to send him to be a governor, you could also send members of your, pretty much the same thing, your clan party or your family members. You can click this members plus right over here, right? And what this does is it's going to send this companion or family member to the select town that you have. And you'll pretty much earn over time. You're going to earn a relationship with the notables. Now, why do you want to earn a relationship with the notables? The notables are the people who give you troops. So the better your relationship is, the more troops you can get. You know how some of those recruitment boxes. Let me show you right over here. No, not inventory. Wrong thing. So if you go into the town, recruit troops, you see how some of these are closed off? Once you get a high enough relationship, they'll be open. As you can see, I have a pretty good relationship with this guy, so all of his are open. As you can see, I could reach better troops. That's very good. Also, if the relationship goes above 50 with some of these notables, there's a percent chance per day that they will become a supporter of yours. Now, why do you want supporters? Supporters give you influence over time. It's hard to get a supporter, don't get me wrong. But once you do have a supporter, it's hard to lose them as well. So if you keep working and you keep sending, let me show you. If you go to your fiefs, if you elect good governors that, where is it? Right over here. If you elect good governors, they give you, all these bonuses. And if you send members of either your family or your companions, let's send these two over here, to this town. As you can see, I have some members at this town. I have some members at this town. You can always send them so they don't just get stuck in a town and don't do nothing. You send them to one of your towns, and then they're going to pretty much, over time gain your relationship with these notables, which are going to give you other perks as well. So don't have your companions idle in some town. Make sure they're at work. Make sure they're doing something. Make sure you always push them to do something. And also, let's say, for example, you can't afford another party right now, or you're all out of parties, but you have a companion that's just, AFK pretty much. Send them over, have them doing something, and it's just, always make sure you check the screen. It's a very important screen, and sometimes I forget about it if I'm at war for a long time or if I'm playing for a long time. I might forget about it, but it's always good to, either switch out the governor, switch out the members, and just make sure all these numbers are good to go. That's pretty much a tip for me, and that will do it for me, and I will see you in the next one.